Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the We're Just Gonna Wing It podcast. My name is Mr. Get Big, and this is episode number 9. This episode is entitled Why I Like Podcasting So Much, Eagles and Fantasy Football, and learning how to take criticism, which is something that I think a lot of people need to start figuring the fuck out. Being self-aware, taking criticism is so important, so vital. So, like, subscribe, share us, let everybody know about us, give us some content to discuss, and we will probably shout you out and talk about it. Enjoy the episode, guys.
Like fucking McDonald's. I'm loving it.
I just don't...
I wish I had a fancy stand to put the mic in my face.
I like the idea of making the podcast semi-professional.
That's perfect. It should be somewhat. You should care about it.
I care about it immensely. I mean, I'm referring to the fact that like people think that I just get on the mic and say like boobs, butt stuff.
That's Brock.
That's more Brock. That's definitely more Brock. But in general,
but you feed it to him, and it's just like a layup. He just dunks it.
I guess that's the problem. It's more of it's an easy oop, right?
Yeah,
it's an easy. It's
it up there for him.
I'm just putting it up there, and he hammers it down, dude.
Yeah, man.
In like the weirdest way you could possibly say it, he just hammers it down. No, but I mean, I like the idea of having set topics. I like the idea of asking specific questions. I do actually.
Topics
I legitimately
are just
do.
like random, like 21 questions. Here, answer this shit.
To some extent, because like I mean, dude, realistically, like when you and I sit down and have conversations, what the fuck?
Well, we don't really have that many things in common to like discuss.
We've literally been friends for 15 years or some crazy nonsense.
We like sports, but other than that, I mean, and music, but you don't listen to the same music that I listen to.
No, but
anymore.
in general, music. We used to make music. We listen to the very same similar. Nah, see, you listen to a lot of shit that I don't really like.
No, you don't.
Wow, we don't really have a lot in common, do we?
Listen to new stuff.
I don't like new stuff at all.
Well, I don't think it's that we don't have.
Tyler can create the fuck out of here.
Like I would be, like we don't do a lot of the same things, you know, like.
Well, that's because all I do is work and work out.
Right,
and hang out with my girl now.
Have a daughter, so.
And you have a daughter, and it bugs me. It bugs me.
If we hung out more, we would be doing more shit.
Yeah, but there's got to be some kind of bridge that we can. There's got to be something. There's nothing, dude. We don't have that much in common. That's pretty wild.
Is this your first realization?
It's like meeting someone that you've wanted to meet your entire life.
Relationships a lot. I mean, not a lot, but that's something we have.
No, I mean, we've always helped each other through shit. You've always been the dude who's helped me through a lot of the shit that I've been through in my life.
Yeah.
Like, I specifically remember plenty of times that, like, I was ready to break down and give up, and you were like, bro, you're out of your mind.
Oh, yeah. True.
So you've always been that dude for me, which is cool. But I guess we just don't have... I mean, but we've always had a very mutual understanding that we're both in each other's lives, and there's nothing really either one of us can do about it.
No, you're one of the people I've known the longest outside of, like, actual blood, family.
Yeah.
Like, you are family.
Yeah, we're family. It's just that it's just a weird construct in which we don't discuss normal shit.
No, it can be normal.
I'm secretly hoping that your cat claws its way out the window and falls to its death.
That's what I hope every day.
No, it's not that bad. But I'm semi-worried that your cat's going to claw through that thing and just go right out the window.
She's chilling in the windows.
She's behind you. She's behind you in that window right now, fucking getting ready to kill herself.
Nah, she's cool. She just likes looking out the window. It's funny, though.
But
podcast featuring my cat, Shadow.
Yeah. Shadow to the rescue. I don't know, man. I like I'm being serious. I like the idea of having some sort of a topic, but like there's so many things that people have asked me about. Even like my buddy Justin, who messaged me, he commented on Facebook and he was like, talk about motivation or work ethic. And I brought it up on the last podcast with Brock. And I said, like, what motivates you? And we discussed it to some extent, but at the same time, I don't want to be cliche. I feel like a lot of people have podcasts where they talk about motivation and shit, and it's like, I don't feel like people are genuine all the time with that type of stuff. Like,
I wouldn't want to have a podcast that's solely focused on.
I wouldn't want a podcast that solely focuses on anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Unless it be sports.
Sports would be fine, but even
because
dude,
there's so many different things to talk about.
I mean, even it's not one sport though. I wouldn't be able to do one sport.
No.
I wouldn't be able to do one sport, and it would drive me. Like I thought about this the other day. Like I listened to a fantasy football podcast during the season.
Yeah, me too.
And like during the what the fuck do you say in June of a fantasy football pod? Like what the fuck are you talking about? Like I hope this person shows up this year.
Right.
Like what do you? There's nothing to talk about.
OTAs.
Just like I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast the other day, and he was talking about his buddy who's like one of the greatest archers out there, and he has an archery podcast. And I'm like, the whole thing is about archery all the time. Like that to me I'd go nuts. I can't do that. Right. I can't talk about one thing all the time, straight through.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, that's why I kind of like bringing the idea of the comedy into it.
Right.
Because, comedy, everybody laughs, everybody has a good time. But at the same time, I want there to be some sort of substance. I don't want it to be just nonstop stupid shit 24/7.
It should be naturally just, I mean, that's,
Which is part of the reason why I want to do a podcast with you so badly. Because I feel like our conversations just get so out of pocket sometimes. Or just like, we just laugh and we have a good time the whole time.
Yeah.
And people who are around us have that same, you know what I mean?
We're all pretty much on the same page whenever we hang out and shit like.
Yeah, because even when you've come around, like my new friends, like Jake, and whenever everybody became new, you just fucking folded right in. Yeah, you were all just a bunch of fucking idiots, like just a bunch of morons just trying to get through life at the same pace. Like that's all it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's fucking.
But things are just very different now. Like you do have a daughter that you take care of all the time. Like I do have a girl who I'm like moving to the next step with. You know, she has her own place that I'm moving into sometime soon. Hopefully, it's like there's things that are changing drastically.
Not that we don't have things in common. I think obviously our
it's just
friendship is in common. We just don't do.
Plus, we're in like a transitional phase where it's like we used to be tight and hang out every single day and do the same shit. We'd go to we spend hours at the fucking basketball court.
Yeah, I miss that. I mean, I miss just that part of being. Childhood just in general. I miss childhood.
I guess I miss it to some extent, but there's also a lot of things about being an adult that I wouldn't give up.
No.
You know what I mean?
But
driving
just being
places.
able to not have the responsibilities of shit and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go play basketball for 3 fucking hours.
Well, that's part of the reason why I like podcasting so much, because I was thinking about that. I was driving here and I was like, man, like there's something genuine about a podcast that just makes me feel like I'm just having fun. I'm having a good time. And there's no restrictions. There's no rules.
It doesn't take a lot. You can just do, I mean, it does take a lot. You put time and effort in.
But I don't have problem with putting time and effort into things that I care about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even when I was making t-shirts, like there's so much that goes into that, but I was like, but these are my shirts.
Right.
That people are walking around
wearing. You don't do that
wearing.
anymore, do you?
I don't have the space, dude. It's so.
You still have all the stuff, or did you get rid of it?
I have most of it, but the other problem is that like my mom got rid of most of it, like not intentionally. Like she put a lot of it outside, and then I came home one day and was like, "Hey, you just fucked up $4,000 worth of shit. Thank you for that."
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was not super fun, but in general, I mean, but that's the one thing I like about podcasts, and because that's the other thing. I also have a job where I work all day that I can't say what I want to say. I can't do the things I want to do.
Act a fool at your job.
Can't act a fool at my job. But I've had jobs before where I can do that, and I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. But now I'm a fucking adult. Like, yeah, I'm a fucking adult now. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. But that's the thing I like about podcasting is that I'm gonna get to a point where even if I don't get to a point where it's not my life, I don't care. But I don't want people to be able to tell me what I can and cannot say. I don't want.
Free and whatever you want to talk about. I mean, that's why. I mean, podcasts is kind of like the new thing, I guess.
It's the new.
I don't know what category you would place it under, but I think podcasts are fucking awesome because it's literally whatever the fuck you want it to be.
Anything you want.
Anything you want.
Anything you want at all.
And it's like a growing business, and it's kind of like kind of falls into the same category as like new artists and music does with like streams and.
Well, the other thing that I think is cool is that we can be as creative as we want with it, in the sense that like when we used to make music, we used to be so creative and stupid.
Yeah.
And again, there was no rules. There's something freeing about that, man. Yeah. There's something freeing about just sitting down and being like, dude, the next word that comes out of my mouth might be pussy. Like, I might say ass, bro. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Might tell you to go fuck yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and there's just, you don't ever get that in everyday life where you can just do whatever you want, say whatever you want. And that's the thing that people are lacking, man. People are missing that. And I think that's why people like podcasts. Oh. I think that's why people get shot, too. What the fuck was that?
That sounded like a big-ass firework.
Yo, man. Yeah. I'm hoping that was a firework. How country is this place that we're at right now? We're mad close to the Limerick power plant, bro. Yeah. How sure are you?
That might have been it exploding. We might fucking incinerate and die.
Hope this gets out in time. Yeah. I hope everybody listens to us and it gets out in time.
Hopefully the recording survives.
I didn't officially tell you that we're podcasting, but I'm assuming that you can see the screens from where you're sitting.
We've been talking for like 20 minutes.
Okay, I'm just making sure you're fully aware that we're podcasting. Yeah, no,
I saw it.
Okay.
I don't think you.
I don't like to
when you hit record. I don't think you intended on it starting there.
No, it didn't. I didn't. I meant to do more mic tests, and then after a while, I was like, "What? Why not? Well, this is what we do.
Yeah,
this is how we wing it." But I'll go back and make a mature intro later.
Yeah,
I like to do that part. That part's fun.
Where you whisper into the mic.
Where I whisper into the mic and I tell you how much I love you, and how much I want to rub all over your body.
It's always like, this is what we're doing in this podcast. I hope you guys like it,
and I love you. That's the best part about it, man. It's freeing, dude. I did ask Brock and Spence this question on my last episode, but I do want to ask it to you.
Spence was there. I remember.
I didn't even tell you.
I didn't know if he made.
He did actually make it, and it was a dope ass podcast. I'm gonna release that sometime soon. But I asked him this question, and I even said when I asked him, I was like, man, this is a question that like I like the idea of asking people, but I'm not sure how people are gonna respond, and I feel like you're gonna respond two completely different ways. And sure enough, Brock answered, and his immediate response, so it made sense, and then Spence answered the complete opposite. And I was like, that's so weird. It seems like it's such a normal question to ask. So I'm going to ask you, and I want to see how you respond on the fly, Mr. Guns N' Roses t-shirt.
Right.
You and your guns, and then you got your rose on there. Man. I'm sorry. Relax. I won't make fun of your puny muscles anymore.
Dude.
No, wait, before I get into this question, though, it was funny because I was listening to Joe Rogan, and I said, what did you just do?
Nothing, dude. It's cool. Go ahead.
Before I get into this question, I do want to say this. I was listening to Joe Rogan, and he was talking about the guest that he had on. It was Eric Weinstein. Eric Weinstein.
There you go.
Because no one ever says Einstein. They always say Einstein. So it's Weinstein.
Okay.
But he had him on there, and he said he was at a party with a bunch of people that he knew, and he's like all the guys were there, and there was like whatever. And he's like, there was only one girl. He's like, but it was weird because like everybody was like just shitting on each other the entire time. And I was like, he's like, but I think it's because
to their faces or just
yeah, people? It's like, you know, your hat. I don't like it. I don't like that it comes.
The fuck is wrong with your hat? Yeah.
I don't like that your hat looks like the St. Louis Arch. It should be a flat brim. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like stupid shit. You know, like coming at each other. You know, like your religion.
Okay.
Like you're not even a Christian, but that's your name.
But that's my name, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Coming at each other. Yeah. But at the same time, they were
roasting each other.
They were roasting each other, but at the same time, he said like men do that. Whereas women don't have that kind with relationship with each other. That they don't allow that type of thing. No, but like
women are way more emotionally invested human beings.
Yeah, for sure. But I wouldn't do that to women the same way I would do it to men. But also, I don't think women do it. Women don't do it back and forth. But men have like a mutual understanding that we're gonna fuck with each other. Yeah, someone's getting shot. Oh god damn. Men have like a mutual understanding of the fact that like it's totally okay to roast each other.
Oh yeah.
And it's totally normal. It's part. It just comes.
Ethic of being a guy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like it's part of being a dude. Like don't take anything personally. Don't. But I think that's funny. I didn't really like pick it up until like he said it, and I was like, I wonder if, because I like in the back of my brain it was like, is this just me being a dick to all my friends, or is this like really men just in general? And apparently it's just men in general.
Yeah, I think
just
so.
All assholes to our closest friends.
Oh, dude.
shitting on each other.
Especially when it's a close friend like our situation. We don't see each other. Instantly, you've never been in my apartment before.
No, this is the first time I walked in, and I was like, "Oh God, you've been robbed."
What the fuck?
What happened in here?
Is this how you live your life?
I walked in with the first thing I said, I was like, "You should turn the heat up."
Yeah,
because your bitch ass won't put your AC on while you're gone for the day.
Dude, I'm not gonna spend my fucking
hard-earned money
my
on
electric bill
AC
to fucking run my AC for 12 hours that I'm not at home.
I'm not saying I don't understand the premise. I get it. I'm just saying that after a long day of work, the last thing I want to do is fucking sauna in my own living room. That's what I'm saying. But no, there's just like it's a mutual. You know I'm not being an asshole. I mean, I am being an asshole. You know I'm not being intentionally trying to hurt your feelings.
No.
Whereas you actually do that. You intentionally try hurting my feelings just to see see how I respond.
No,
I feel like
no.
You just think you're more brutal.
No, I mean, there's things where I'm not good at giving. I'm not good at the process of roasting. somebody.
So you just come harder than you should, probably.
So no. So like with my shit, like you pointed out, you're like, your comebacks are horrible. Nothing that you say is like a legitimate like comeback. Doesn't really make any sense when you say it, and I'm just like, well, yeah, that's like, it's like a dad joke kind of, but like only time I get like, I'll say shit that's like offensive if like it's at that level or degree, like, but not. I don't sit there and say some offensive shit if I know we're just joking. I'll just say something dumb and it won't make any sense, and you'll be like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Like, you came at me for my shoes, and I was like, what's wrong with my shoes? And you're like, I bet you got that fucking switch fit. What is it called? Stitch Fix. Sticks. What is it?
Stitch Fix.
Stitch Fix.
Yeah.
Stitch Fix.
And he was like, I have no idea what that is.
That's it. First of all, if I can't even fucking say it without it flowing naturally, change the fucking company name.
You don't like
You know
Stitch
what I mean?
Fix?
Spalding. That was easy to say out loud, wasn't it? Samsung. Look at that. I'm having no issue saying these massive. Amazon. I have no problem saying any of these big company names. Uber. Snapchat. Instagram. Stitch Fix. I have to seriously stop myself and make sure I'm saying the shit correctly. Yeah. Change your fucking company name, number one. Number two.
No, I didn't get my shoes from Stitch.
I'm not fucking bougie. I'm not that dude. I'm not that type of guy. Like, 90% of my wardrobe now has come from my girlfriend.
That's awesome.
Her mom and her just spoil me rotten. But it works out nicely because they know my style. They pick out good shit for me. So
they don't know your style. They just give
me a new style that they prefer.
Here, this is what we want you to look like. So, and marry our daughter and impregnate her.
You're a large Hispanic man. We don't like you. We're going to turn you into a large white man. And they're going to just change my wardrobe.
I didn't say that. You said that.
They're just slowly morphing me into... They are. They're trying to morph me from being a... I have bad credit. I have large posture. I have all the stereotypes of a Hispanic homeless man, and they're trying to turn me into you. They want me to be white. They're giving me white outfits. They want me to have better credit.
Yeah,
stop changing me. I like that I can't get approved for a fucking credit card. Then I won't spend any money.
No, you need to have good credit.
No, thanks for the update, bro. No. I'm just kidding. Obviously they care about me way too much. Unwarranted. I'm not that good of a dude.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
I'm a fucking dickhead. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I tell her every time. Every time she says I love you back, I'm like, I don't get it, man. Yeah. Every time she says I love you back.
You're really unlikable guy.
Unlikable dude.
Like I was respectful when I was at, the other place or the last podcast that we recorded, and was like, hey, place is fucking awesome and nice, and you had nothing but negative things to say as soon as you walked in.
If I would have walked in and you would have had maybe 10 toys on the ground, I would have been like, he's got a kid. But it looks like you have 4 kids.
It looks like you just
Russell
haven't picked up or cleaned your apartment once.
Russell has 3 children. He less toys on the floor.
But he also has a wife.
Yeah, fair enough. There's 2 of them doing one thing. You're by yourself.
Yeah, I'm by myself.
Doing your shit. I get it. I'm
cool,
sorry.
Then.
No, it's cool. I understand. I get it. You're a goddamn cat, man. You're a fucking cat.
Fuck that cat.
Fuck that cat.
Know where it is.
All right, no, I'm going to ask you this question now.
Yeah, no, you were like, going into the question, and you never
If you
said
could
it.
go back and live your whole life over again, without knowing what you know now, you just gotta relive it. Yes or no? You don't get to know what you know now. You don't get. You don't. But
So then what makes
there's
it
a there's a
different?
there's a catch. There's a little catch. So you
Okay.
do get to go back. We're talking. All right. We'll say like 12th grade. Like the earliest you can go back that you kind of have memories of. I'd say
Like after high
not. I
school?
mean 12 years old, not 12th grade.
Oh.
12 years old, where you're just at that point where you're starting to remember shit. You remember your friends. Blasey blasey. You can go back there. You don't get to know anything you know now. You don't know you're going to end up with a daughter. You don't know you're going to end up in this magnificent apartment. You don't know, you don't know any of that stuff, but you get like a spidey sense whenever certain things pop up. Like you're just sitting there
Like,
chilling.
ooh, this is a fucking game changer decision here.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's like important.
Or like someone walks by you and they're like, "Oh, man, Jeff Bezos, Amazon," and you're just like, "What was that?" Like you call it, but you don't know if it's good or bad. You just get a spidey sense because the same exact thing happens when you hear Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Like Bill Cosby walks by and you're like, "That's a funny comedian. He can do no wrong." You know what I mean? Like you have that, and then all of a sudden you get whoa, spidey sense. So you don't know for sure if it's good Bill Cosby, bad Bill Cosby. You don't know if it's good Amazon, bad Amazon. But you have that, but you don't know any other context of anything else going on.
I just don't see, based off of that, I just don't see where it would be different. You think if you got a
You don't know.
chance at life, it would be different?
You don't know. Plus, when you're 8 years old, instead of sticking a plastic fork into the fucking socket, you can stick a metal one and you're dead.
Right.
So you never really know. But like, would you run it back? Would you do it? See, I feel like this question's harder for you because you have Olivia.
Nah, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm not a very religious person, and it's kind of making me like think along those lines where it's like I feel like we all kind of like have like a fucking
A path or
yeah, what's the word they have? But yeah, like we all. What's the fucking word that I'm looking for?
journey, path,
Um,
prophecy.
whatever. But yeah, a path. Like everything's all lined out for us, kind of based. But yeah, like based on your decisions. But I don't think if you got a second chance and didn't know the shit that you learned in the years that like,
You think it would be the same,
it would be
basically?
the same.
So you're saying that you would go back,
Like,
you
I
would
don't
start
really-
over.
There's little things that I regret and that like I wish I did differently, but I'm not upset with how my life turned out now.
Well,
At
you
this
have
point.
you work hard and you have your things, but at the same time,
Like
as far as
like, if it was,
success
like-
goes, I would say you're successful. I mean,
I
to an
guess.
extent.
It could
I mean,
it could be worse.
it could be way worse.
Yeah,
That's what I look at.
yeah, that's what I'm looking
It
at
could be like
too.
the dude downstairs. Homeboy,
Exactly.
homeboy got a mark on
The
his face,
fucking bruised
drinking a beer,
dupes,
talking
man.
about dupes. I mean, it could be
Bruised
way
dupes.
worse.
Yeah,
And you're up, and you got your own spot. You have a beautiful daughter
Yeah, man, I'm
who
lucky.
acts like a normal human being, because not all that doesn't always happen. And kids nowadays act like fucks, man. You never know.
I'm just looking at it as like, if I would go back and say like, maybe I'd do better in school and like go to college or something, or like play a sport,
Nah, man,
or
that shit's
anything
overrated.
like that. But I'm just saying along those lines, like where would I get the motivation from if I'm just going back?
All right, so let me ask you this.
So I feel like what would change my decisions and
All right, so let me
the
ask
way
you
I live
this:
my life.
what about
so I think no. I think no.
you're not running it back?
No.
But what if is there one particular moment that you could go back to that you would be like, yes, right here, I want to change this one thing? Would you do that at all?
There would be multiples of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a
if
lot?
I had yeah. I think everybody feels that way. There's things in their life.
There's a couple for me, but I'm
Not a lot.
Not like
what do you mean like a lot? Like there's maybe like 5 or 10 things.
yeah.
Is
I
that
don't
a
even think
lot?
I don't think I even have that many.
I don't even know if I have that many too. Maybe 5.
Like everybody always says, like I wish I could go back and go to college and I don't
There's
care.
things that like
I'm good without that.
you would-
Because well, you know why though, and I think this is the biggest reason.
foresight means a lot.
Yeah, but also what you go through turns you into who you are. I don't think that Because they always say successful people come from hard times, and they always say like successful people have been through some shit. But like I legitimately feel that. Like I really do feel like you can't become
you have to be down here to be able to get up here.
You can't become these high echelon type fucking dudes when you have a silver spoon. You can't. Yeah, man, and if you never learn how to really grind, like legit, like what you're doing right now, this is grinding. Yeah. Like you grind, you have your own spot, you pay your own bills, you pay your own way, you have a daughter. When she gets sick, when she needs food, when she needs her ass wiped, you're in charge of all that. Yeah, like you do that, and that's grinding. That's important. That's real. If you don't have that, and you grow up without that, and you grow up with the silver spoon mentality, if you grow up with the plate handed out to you, you don't become the same person over again.
You don't have that hunger, though. You don't have...
And that's the other thing. You don't have that desire. You don't have that need. Like, dude,
I'm just going to get things handed to me my whole life.
Bro, I'm legit. I'm dead serious. Whenever, whenever I tell you that, like, I want to change, I want to do things different, I want to do this, I have this goal, I have this challenge, I never fucking stop.
Of lows, and you're like, I don't want to be there. And it took you know how much hard work it takes to get to where you want to be to succeed and accomplish your goal. So when you want to achieve something, you're like, put your all into it.
But not even if I want to achieve something, I'm fucking relentless. And not even in the point that like I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna say, like, this is a good example. I just brought this up last podcast, but I'm gonna bring it up again because it's a great fucking example. Will Smith says, he's like, if I'm on a fucking treadmill and you're next to me on a treadmill and one of us is going to win, he's like, I'm going to die on this treadmill. I'm going to keep going until I physically die. He's like, you can give up if you fucking want to. I will fucking die. And to me, that's real. That's raw. Not a lot of people will legitimately do that.
What do you mean?
I'm probably not even
competing? Like if
competition in life,
you're not gonna fucking go faster than me.
You're not gonna go faster than me. You're not gonna go longer than me. You're not gonna whatever the fuck it is. Will Smith is the guy who's saying like, no, legit. I'm okay with dying to get to where I need to be. Like I'm gonna work. I'm gonna hustle. Whatever. There's not a lot of people who are legitimately like that, and even I'm not that guy. I'm gonna give up. But I'm also gonna like give up, and I'm not gonna cross it off my list and be like,
at the longevity of it. I'm not gonna try and in the moment like outdo somebody. Like if I'm done.
But the other thing, the difference between, I think the big thing with us is that even though you don't always do this, we're both very the type of dudes who like when I legitimately say to you that like, I won't give up to the point that like I might give up on something, but I'm gonna go the nice.
Sorry guys, my phone.
I'm gonna go the distance with it in terms of like, even if I do give up in the moment, long term, I'm never gonna stop thinking about it. I'm never gonna stop thinking like, what's the next move I can make to position myself better so that I attack it again later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, there's some people who can like you want to play the guitar. Right. You get the guitar. You want to learn how to play the guitar. You want to learn how to play. You want to learn songs. You're not the kind of guy to me that like 5 years from now, I'm like, what happened with you learning how to play the guitar, dude? And you're gonna be like, I was wrong. I didn't want to learn how to play the guitar. You're gonna look at me 5 years from now and be like, bro, I still want to learn how to play this fucking guitar. Like that's how we are. We have that ingrained in us because you bring it up to me all the time. Even when you did come with me to the gym and you did work out the 3 days that you did, you still bug me. You still bug me, and I know your schedule. I know you don't have time.
I know.
Like, dude, legit. When I tell people that they don't have time, there's certain times where I will look people in the face and I say, listen.
And
I don't want to hear your bullshit.
You'd be like, dude, I don't give a fuck.
I don't want to hear your bullshit because I know so many people who tell me they don't have time, and I know for a fact you get off at 5 o'clock every day. Don't fucking start with me with this I don't have time bullshit. Like, what time does your kid go to sleep? You know what I mean? Like, don't start.
And that's what it takes too.
My own sister. This is a perfect example. My own sister gets up in the morning. She takes her baby with her to work. Right. She works. The baby's next to her at work. She comes home with the baby, takes care of the baby, makes food, makes meals, does her whole shit. Baby's in bed by 8 o'clock. And to me, that's a lot. There's a lot going on there. Yeah. But if my sister ever came to me and was like, Julian, I don't have time, I would look her in the face and be like, you better shut the fuck up. And you know how I know that you know why I'm telling you to shut the fuck up? First of all, baby goes to bed at 8. Yeah. By 8:05, you could be working out.
Right.
You have a lunch break, don't you? You have a lunch break? Because at 12 o'clock, from 12 to 1, you get an hour paid off. You can go to the fucking gym from 12 to 1. I'm just saying, like, I can find room. There's wiggle room.
Yeah.
Don't lie to me and act like there's not. There is.
There's gaps.
Just like with you. And, like, if I really feel like being a dick to you, I really could say to you, like, bro, I know that you're busy from 7 to, like, fucking 9:30 every day. I was like, but what about 5 to 7? You know what I mean? And you can look at me and be like, bro, I need sleep. I get it. I understand. But a lot of people work with much less.
And it's
you
not
know what I mean,
like
dude?
I gotta go to the gym. Like, I mean, for me, eventually you get there, but to start, you could do shit here. Like,
yeah, or even start with something different. Start with the eating, like I told you. You know what I mean? Like,
doing that currently,
which is good. Yeah. Which is good. I'm not trying to bang on you. That's not what this is about.
I know. But
I'm just saying that there's certain people.
You need to learn to make time, and I'm learning that in life now. Like,
well, here's the thing: is
you have
because
to like regiment and plan and schedule and like.
Well,
everything is like you have to like plan out your whole fucking day.
And it's annoying.
It's fucking annoying as shit.
It's tedious.
But that's called being an adult.
And it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It's a pain in the ass. It's not easy. And that's the other thing that I want to start telling people. I think the reason why I don't want to do a motivational podcast is because I will straight tell motherfuckers. I have no problem telling people, like, listen,
be the rebuttal.
You're not fucking ready.
Right.
You're not ready. Like, and they're like, what are you talking about? You're supposed to be uplifting. You're supposed to lift me up. Fuck you. You ain't ready. You're not. It's just shit it ain't easy. It's not fucking easy. And everybody always says, like, you can make that next step. Come on. Get up out of bed. Get up 10 minutes earlier every day. Blah, blah, blah. Fuck you. You're not fucking ready. And until you decide to be fucking ready, nothing's going to change for you. And I try it. It sucks. I've done it all the time. Last week, I woke up every morning at 5. 3 times I went back to bed, and I just went back to bed. Like, I made up some bullshit excuse in my brain that calculated was like, I need 2 more hours. Fuck you.
It doesn't even
back
matter.
to bed.
Doesn't even matter what it is.
And it don't matter what it is. I can make shit up. I'm
just
fucking clever.
I'm fucking tired.
I'm fucking clever, hilarious guy.
But who's really gonna?
And no one's stopping you.
Yeah.
But the last 3 days in a row. Last night's a perfect example of this.
Get the results of where you want to be.
Last night's a perfect example of this. Yesterday I started a brand new challenge where I do P90X every single day now.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I know you like it. I figured you would love it. So I started this brand new challenge. With Brock. If I complete P90X, the whole 90-day circuit, Brock owes me $100.
He doesn't think you're gonna do it?
It's not that he doesn't think he's gonna do it, but Brock is a good enough dude to say, "Fuck you, I'll bet you the $100." Because it's not that he doesn't think I'm going to complete it. He just knows it'll help me. It'll push me along. Yeah. Because if it doesn't, I probably would have stopped by now. It sucks. It's fucking terrible. I'm 380 pounds, bro. I do not have the ability to pull off the shit that I pull off. But listen to this. So all day yesterday. Yesterday's 4th of July. It's a holiday. We're supposed to be eating food and living fat. It's a holiday. Everybody does that. Everybody goes out and has way too much potato salad and shits their brains out. It's what the holidays are for, right?
I love
holidays. All day yesterday. I didn't wake up early because I did a podcast with Brock until about 1 o'clock in the morning. Or no, until about, it was like 11:30. And then I said to Brock when I was leaving, I was like, I'm going to have one more cheat meal. This is my last cheat meal. From now on, I'm going to go fuck shit up with P90X. And as I'm leaving, Spencer goes, you should probably get Taco Bell. Ooh. And I was like, oh, shit. So I fucked up $20 worth of Taco Bell. Trashed it.
And that's a shitload of food,
And that's a shitload of food. So I woke up.
Don't act like you can't get a fucking meal for like $5 and be like, oh, I'm kind of full.
And the next time someone comes up to me and says, like, I only have $5, go to Taco Bell. You can eat for 4 days.
Yeah.
Even 4 days off $5. You joking right now? Like, don't talk to me about needing calories. Go to Taco Bell.
I love Taco Bell.
You're joking with me right now. Good. You should. I've seen your forearms. I've seen your biceps. You need Taco Bell, my man. But listen, I fucked up the Taco Bell, all right? And then I slept in until 6. And that was actually further than I wanted to sleep. I wanted to wake up and immediately do it. Immediately do the P90X. But I kept saying to myself, like, dude, don't do your first fucking day of P90X with like 4 hours of sleep. That's a terrible idea. It's already going to be brutal.
That's not.
So I wake up. I go. No, it's going to be terrible. So I wake up and I'm like, listen, at some point today I'll get it in. And then all throughout the day, things just kept piling up. Things kept piling up. I'm doing this. I'm going with Megan. We went to the dog park. We go to the dog park. We get back from the dog park. We go to the pool. The pool's closed. We have to go home. We're with the family. We go to the pool again. It's finally open. We go swimming. You know, things just keep piling up. Then we leave there. We go to her family's house. We have dinner there. Her mom's trying to feed me. Her mom's trying to force feed me, thinking that I'm some kind of Ethiopian kid. Bro,
on a holiday.
It was a terrible idea, right? Yeah. So 9 o'clock at night rolls around, And I look at Megan. I turn to Megan at 9 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I'm gonna go set up.
I gotta fucking do this P90X.
I turned her. I was like, I'm gonna go set up the computer because we don't even have a fucking DVD player in my living room, which is the only place I can do it. I took my computer out of my closet, an actual computer, plugged it into an RGB cord, plugged it into the back of the fucking TV, put a fucking Bluetooth speaker with an aux cord in the back of my shit, and was like, this is where I do my P90X. Super ghetto hookup. And Megan looks at me and she's like, why don't you just start tomorrow? And I love Megan. Megan has my back in everything that I do. She's super supportive. But
it's 9 o'clock at night.
Okay, thank you for being my girlfriend right now. I had a super long day. It's 9 o'clock at night. Let's go cuddle. And I turned around. I was like, babe, I said I would start today.
Yeah.
That's the end of the conversation for me. And I'm not trying to sound cocky.
No.
But in my brain, I fucking said something.
Yeah,
I said, when I told Brock, I said, tomorrow's day one. He's like, oh, shit, you're starting tomorrow?
Right.
Exactly. Because 90 days from now, I want to look at you and be like, and I started on July 4th, bitch.
Right.
Like on Independence Day, America's birthday, Boston Tea Party, getting it. I was doing P90X. And on top of that, I started it at 9 o'clock at night, went until maybe 10:30. It's too hard. I couldn't even finish the whole fucking first day. It was rough.
Is it just cardio shit?
It's cardio, but it's body weight, and it sucks. It sucks. It's terrible. But there's different days. There's chest and back. Right. There's the day I start on was yoga. So I start on yoga. So I'm doing yoga.
Do you do this? Is this like a
it's
live
DVDs.
thing?
It's DVDs, and you just kind of follow along with the DVD.
So you bought it?
No, Brock has it. He's let me borrow it. So I have the DVDs, and I'm in my fucking boxers, literally without a shirt on. I'm in my boxers, just in my living room, 10 o'clock at night, doing P90X. I'm sweating bullets. I'm going crazy. I go into my bedroom, and I look at my girlfriend. I say, I need you to get up. I need you to come do something for me. She's like, what? I was like, I need you to come out here and take a picture of me doing this so that I have proof for Brock. She comes out. I put a shirt on, take my pose, because I was like, I'm just going to jump right back into it. Just take a picture of me real quick. She snaps the picture. It's like, thank you, baby. I love you. Good night. She walks back into the room and goes back to bed because she ain't putting up with my bullshit. No. You know what I'm saying? So I go, so I go, I shower, I go to sleep. It's like 11 at night. And I'm like, that sucked. Like, first of all, I'm ass at yoga. I can't handle it. Secondly, that was brutal. I've never done yoga.
It's awesome.
I've attempted yoga once. That was my second attempt. It was garbage. I'm terrible. I'm way too fucking big. I have decent flexibility for how big I am, but it's hard. It's core. It's balance. There's a lot of things I don't do.
You're a big man.
I'm two men. I'm two big men put together. I'm four men.
But you're a strong motherfucker.
That's not the point. That yoga doesn't matter. Yoga don't give a fuck if you're strong. There's a very shredded black man doing the video with Tony on the P90X, and that dude, he was having problems. He was falling over and shit. I'm like, this dude is shredded as fuck. Yeah. Strong black man.
Yoga don't give a fuck.
Yoga don't give a fuck if you're strong. So I go to sleep. I wake up 5 a.m. Put the next fucking DVD in, and of course,
you really?
I walked the dog first, but yes.
Nice.
I got up at 5, walked the dog, took a shit, went over and put the DVD in and did the next day. And that's it. Like, because I knew I had work from 8:30 to 6. I was going to come here and pod. By the time I got home, I'd be doing it at 10 o'clock at night again. So I was like, I don't really have a whole lot of choice, do I? I can either do it tonight at 11 when I get home or whatever the fuck time I'm going to get home. And then I got to wake up and work tomorrow. So, like, I don't have a choice again.
Like that free time, but that's neither near or there.
Neither here nor there. But that's not. But you see what I'm saying, though?
No, I get it. Yeah.
You don't.
But also, people
it's the decisions that you
making excuses, just like I just did.
What did you just say? What was the words that just came out of your mouth? It's like to have free time.
Huh?
You like? Oh, it's nice to have free time.
Yeah, it's an excuse.
Yeah, because every time you tell me that you've been to the bar.
I don't go to the bar.
I'm just saying, have you been to a bar this year?
But it could have been.
How many hours have you put in at a bar this year in general?
I don't go to many bars.
I'm just saying in general.
But
how many bars have I been to?
That time could. I don't probably.
That time could be spent doing something else.
Probably not that many more or less than I've been to.
Probably not. But I'm just saying in general, if you can scratch your ass for 30 seconds. You can put that 30 seconds into something else. Yeah. Like, don't tell me you don't have time. I don't want to hear it. And the one thing that I was going to say, the one story that I heard that kind of just made me go, fuck, I'm sick of people talking about how they don't have time, was I heard about a dude who was deployed overseas. And when he was deployed overseas, he had, like, shifts that were like 18-hour shifts or something wild like this. He told me that, like, I heard the story and I was like, He had like 18-hour shifts, and then whenever you're not on shift, obviously you're supposed to sleep. You have 6 hours to sleep or get rest, but then also you have to check your gear. You have to shower yourself so you're not a disgusting human being. He still worked out. And he was like missing an arm or some shit like that, some wild shit like that ended up happening where he's like missing fingers, something.
Yeah, there's always
like, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, bro, don't tell me that you live in fucking Pennsylvania. You know what I'm saying? You live in Pennsylvania.
I'm embarrassed to live in Pennsylvania.
The fucking worst state in the country besides Ohio. Ohio's a trash state, bro.
That's fucked up.
Ohio's trash.
We just lost all of our fans from Ohio.
Everybody from Cleveland can go fuck themselves.
Browns are going to be nasty this year, though.
Who?
The Browns.
Oh, the Browns. I thought you said the Cavs. No, I was like, the Cavs are going to be nasty? Who the fuck do the Cavs have? The Browns are going to be nasty. How do you feel about the fact that OBJ is now a Brown? I don't know if I hate him more or less now. It's hard to know because when he was a Giant, it was like, fuck you. Yeah. I don't like you because you're not. But also, I love Saquon, man.
Baby.
Saquon's the man.
Saquon's the man.
And but I'm a diehard Eagles fan, and I'm gonna die an Eagles fan.
I hate that he's a Giant.
I love Saquon. I do hate that he's a Giant. Obviously, that's irrelevant. Yeah. I don't think I've known a player on a team that played for the Redskins, the Giants, or the Cowboys that I've legitimately enjoyed. No. Except for Saquon. Saquon's the only one that I legitimately enjoy. Yeah. Like, even when he's running on my team, I'm like, you're pissing me off. Beast. But it's fucking hard not to watch you run, man. It's fucking, you're good at it, dude.
I'm not a fan of Odell.
He transcends.
Just because he's a baby. He's a fucking crybaby.
He is a fucking crybaby.
And he's a drama queen.
But I do want the Browns to be good.
I think that they're going to be fucking awesome.
I mean, they're going to eventually lose to us at some point. It won't matter because we're going to win the Super Bowl. But I do want them to have a good season. And now, don't look at me with the smirk. I see you smirking already. Yeah. Don't start with me. Don't start with this non-loving Eagles bullshit. No, you're an Eagles fan. You love the Eagles, and you support us through thick and thin, and you know we're going to have a great year.
To be fucking Carson Wentz. Be the fucking quarterback that everybody thinks you are supposed to be, and don't be a bum.
He's not going to be a bum.
Just saying.
You make me mad. You're one of the people who wanted to keep Foles.
It's hard for me to trade away the only Super Bowl winning quarterback we've ever had in the history of the franchise for someone who's never played a fucking playoff game.
I would make that trade 99 times out of 99 times.
What?
99 times out of 99 times. If you point at Carson Wentz and you point at Nick Foles and you say, pick one, I pick Carson 99 times out of 99 times.
But I think you're also looking at, I'm not saying that they're the same player. As an athlete, yes, Carson is a better athlete than Nick Foles. But
he's a better quarterback.
Why?
He's the fucking man.
Like, don't look at Foles' past when he first started with us, he was decent, but then when he moved, it just kind of seemed like he was on the decline. And then
I think that what Nick did was like the embodiment of what Philly's about. He came back.
Yeah, but I think
adversity
I think he's such a different player than he was when he started.
That's true too.
He's grown into his game. He's developed.
And I love Nick, and I always will love Nick for what he did.
He's a baller.
Big Dick Nick. I will always love Nick. Bro. But
he's gonna ball out in Jacksonville.
I don't see. That's the problem. Is that I don't think he will, unfortunately. Well, and I love him, and I would love it if he had great success. They're in the AFC. Fucking have a great time, bro. I hope he goes over there and he just trashes the whole AFC. Hope he knocks Tom Brady out the playoffs.
That'd be fucking.
But when we get to the when he gets to the NFL, when he gets to the championship, and it's Nicky Six versus Carson Big Dick Wentz, I'm gonna be like, bro, I'm sorry, but your dick does not matter here. Carson's gonna fucking trash you.
Man.
I mean, I just don't. I don't.
We only going off of one good year.
Will they be a playoff team?
The Eagles?
No, I'm talking about Jags. Will the Jags be a playoff team?
I don't know.
I'd say there's a 70% chance.
They have a decent run game. I don't know. They don't have any.
Well, if Fournette comes back strong, if they got
Yeldon.
Who do they pick up? Yeldon, but they also have somebody else.
And Carlos Hyde.
They got Hyde too. So you have three decent running backs who should very easily be able to like plug in.
That's a dope running back. No, I thought they got rid of. Didn't they? They got rid of somebody though.
They could have got rid of Yeldon or Hyde as far as I know. I know they still have Fournette though.
Yeah.
But Fournette's always they're always worried about him having injuries and shit.
Yeah,
But they don't have wide receivers.
No, they got rid of all their wide receivers because they got rid of Hearns.
And to be honest, Jalen Ramsey, he's doing all this talk and he's not backing a lot of it up lately. I'm not sold on him.
He didn't have a great year last year.
No, he didn't do shit last year, and he's always talking. And
but he's good corner.
There's a lot of people out there who talk and talk and talk, and then it's like if you don't back it up, then what the fuck are you doing here, bro? Like there's certain people who back it up. Like Ocho Cinco backed it up almost every year he was around, and then there was like one year where he just totally shit the bed, and all of a sudden he stopped talking. And you're like, all right, well, you're done now, bro. Get out the league. Love you.
Get out the league.
But it's just how it is, dude. That's how it is. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, and I think that it's even we as an Eagles fan and seeing the Eagles do it with our secondary deteriorating. Like there's players that could be no-name players, could be just as fucking good as these fucking guys who are supposed to be these great corners.
Dude, LeBlanc.
And they just aren't fucking.
LeBlanc came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, dude. Like,
this guy came out of fucking nowhere.
It's like, you just, you know.
You never really know.
You never know.
You never really know. But I mean, I do want Nick to have a good year.
I am a Jags fan now.
I was kind of a
Jags fan. I was a Bortles fan, kind of.
No, fuck Blake Bortles.
I thought he had good potential, and then in the last like 4 years, he just kept being the same quarterback, and I thought he was gonna maybe be like someone that could be like a Big Ben if he fucking developed the right way.
See, there's two things. Yeah, if you don't have the consistency, but then you also have, there's just certain things like whenever you don't have the consistency, but you're a good dude, like Tim Tebow style. That's when I root for you. I want Tim Tebow to do well, even though as a quarterback, dude's a trash can. Like, he just doesn't. It's not your fucking lane, bro. Stay in your lane. Yeah. But I want him to do well in everything else he does. You know what I mean? Blake Bortles seems like a totally normal, average, everyday dude, and isn't a good quarterback. All right, get to stepping, bro. There's plenty of Trent Dilfers in this fucking league, bro. I don't need more. I can't stand Trent Dilfer. He might be my, other than Collinsworth, least favorite analyst, bro.
That's funny.
Collinsworth will always be my lead. I don't know people who enjoy Chris Collinsworth. No, like do you know anybody?
No.
Ever?
Well, no.
Like it just doesn't exist.
I mean, just
people make a case to me.
A lot of the people that bring him up are Eagles fans, and
people make a case to me too.
Super biased against the Eagles.
Like when people tell me that they like Dallas, I'm like, all right, you probably grew up in a household that liked Dallas. You know, it's a disease. I get it. It's a disease. I get it. You know, some people like Dallas. Whatever. I get it.
Yeah, my mom's a Dallas fan, so.
Which is fine. You know, not everybody's perfect. Clearly, your mother's not
Philly.
Perfect.
She was born in Philly, but
I'm losing a lot of respect for your mother as we speak. I love your mom. Your mom's a nice lady.
Cool, man.
Doesn't make any damn sense. Stop that shit.
Yeah, she's
cut that shit
confused.
right out. She's confused and she's confused, and it's okay to be confused.
Her mother's.
People can make a case to me about being Dallas fans if you grew up in a Dallas household, air quotes, Dallas household. No one likes Chris Collinsworth, and you can't give me a case where you tell me that Chris Collinsworth has done something to make you enjoy Chris Collinsworth. The dude's a fucking. He went to 2 Super Bowls as a wide receiver. He lost both of them.
That's awesome.
Fucking ass.
That's probably why he's such a dick all the time.
Yeah, because he's upset. He's just thinking about all the times that he could have done something but did not.
Choke artist.
Fucking asshole, man.
Dick.
The only thing that I hate more than Chris Collinsworth is my buddy Josh hates Jeff Fisher. You remember the old coach of the Rams? He was like such a was it the Rams? St. Louis Rams when it was back when they were St. Louis. He was just like such a mediocre coach that like everybody pumped up to think that he's like, you know what? He's kind of like Andy Reid. The difference is that Andy Reid's teams have a ton of success until it becomes playoff time.
Oh yeah.
They don't ever get over the fucking hump. And even with Pat Mahomes and Kareem Hunt,
he's
proven that. The monstrous team that he had last year just totally took a shit in their wet diaper.
They should have won the Super Bowl last year.
How did they not?
They should have won
the Super Bowl. This was pre-throwing Kareem out the league from turning into a kicker. Like that was pre all that. Before all that nonsense, man. It was before all that. Was Kareem was trash in the league,
he was.
Man. He was killing everybody.
And
then out of nowhere, it's just, by the way, everybody on this team sucks. No one knows how to play their positions. And they were getting guys back.
It's Andy, bro.
There's something about Andy Reid teams, bro. They are so good until it becomes time to be good.
They're
easiest
so
way.
good in like the regular season, and then it's like
You don't want to face an
that
Andy
doesn't
Reid
even
team coming off a
matter.
bye. It's like an automatic loss.
Oh, yeah.
If Andy Reid's coming off his bye, you're losing that football game. He's going to beat you coming off of a bye. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. He's gonna fuck you up. That's just the way Andy Reid's teams run. But playoff time, you turn to me and you're like, bro, are you worried at all about the Chiefs? I'm turning to you and be like, is Andy Reid still the fucking coach? Because if Andy Reid's still the fucking coach, I'm not worried about his fucking squad.
I feel so bad for him.
I do.
I don't know what the curse is, man. And
I want him to do well too, but there's something about it, man.
Do you remember the first year we got Dougie P? And the year before that, the controversy was, Andy let fucking Dougie coach the last like quarter or half of that game, and like it was atrocious.
That was when we couldn't even get the fucking huddle up or going.
No, he wasn't. No, that was. Yeah, that was.
I'm talking about in the Super Bowl with Nab.
That was when he was still on the Chiefs with Andy Reid.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Dougie P.
Wait,
Doug Peterson was still the assistant coach
of the Chiefs.
Oh,
so you're not talking. I thought you were talking about the Super Bowl
prior to the first year that he came here.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
And everyone was like, "Oh, he's just gonna be the next Andy Reid."
And then he took us right to the Super Bowl.
And then
but not even just because Dougie P will always have my respect, just like Nick Foles will always have my respect. But not even just because of the fact that he won us a Super Bowl, but like with the fucking balls that he won us a Super Bowl.
Oh,
bro.
dude,
there was many times during the year where he's going for it on fourth down, and I'm like, if you don't fucking stop, I'm gonna fucking freak out. And he's just like, you know what we need to do? We need to go for this. You know what we need to do?
4th and 7.
Nick Foles walks up. He's like, you want to do Philly special?
Philly special?
Bro. Yeah. Sure. It was one of those moments
You're
where
the
it was
coach?
like, you're the fucking coach.
You're the coach, man.
It'd be like you walk up to me and be like, you know what, bro? I know we're down by 50, but I'm going to shoot this three. And I'm going to turn and be like, yeah, man.
I'm just going to shoot this from like full court.
They'll be like, yeah, man, if you think you are open, fucking let it sling.
Just pass in, and I'm gonna chuck it up for the fucking three.
But like I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna go in, and I'm just gonna turn you like every other person on the planet turns you like, fucking no, dude. Fucking pass. You're not Kobe. Pass the ball. Everybody else would have been like, you want to run that one trick play that we ran 4 fucking years ago that didn't work? That's what you want to run? Yeah. Yep. All right, let's do it. Like that, dude. The sack to say yes.
Get fucking phone calls
because it was cool.
Like, I feel like I'm watching fucking Madden. He's fucking Madden. He just sits at home and gets Madden. All of his fucking plays off
that play's
Madden.
Not even in Madden.
No.
You can't even run that play in Madden. I would love to play Madden and have that play in there. I'd run it 9 times in a row and have it work every time. The defense would be fucking running the opposite direction, and Nick is still just standing in the end zone.
Big old dick.
Big old dick Nick, man. That was the only thing that made me upset about going to that parade was the fact that we were screaming Big Dick Nick at the top of our lungs.
All of the men were
he
like...
was right next to Wentz. Wentz was standing right next to him. I'm like, man, this is sad. I love Wentz, but his first ring came as the
Wentz
backup.
Wentz is like, yeah, my dick's a
little. No, come on, man. But he came. But you get your first ring in the league as like the guy behind the guy, man. You can't even showcase that ring. No, you can't showcase that ring.
What?
It's not how it works. No.
Not until you win your own, and then you can.
Then you can be like, I got 2, motherfucker. Yeah. Like I brought one team up, and then Nick handled
it. But now you're like, now I got my own. That ring doesn't count. But once he wins his, it'd be like, yeah, I got 2, bitch.
Yeah, you can definitely validify it after you go win your own. But if you bring that ring up to me pre-winning your own,
dude, you didn't do shit.
Get your fucking ass out of here. Like you walk up to me, like you know about Pat McCall, who was on the Warriors for the last 2 years, and then he goes to Toronto. They win this year, so he has a 3-peat, and he's only been in the league for 3 years. So his first 3 years in the league, he's won 3 times in a row. Awesome. And everybody's like, tell me about a better story, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, there's a lot of better stories.
He hasn't done
like he's the luckiest player to ever be in the league. Sure. Guy walks in. He's Norris Cole, man. You remember Norris Cole as a rookie came in? It's like, yeah, well, Norris Cole, when he got to leave, had LeBron and Dwayne Wade on his fucking squad with Chris Bosh and Ray Allen, and he just happened to be on a championship-winning team. Yeah, congratulations, bro. You're the luckiest player in the league. Don't get me wrong, but, like, just like everybody's like, oh, congratulations to Jeremy Lin on having his first championship. And then I shared this video. I don't know if you saw it on Facebook where it's like highlight of Jeremy Lin in the playoffs. They put him in for, like, not even a full 2 minutes. at the end of like game 3, and he dribbles the ball between his legs like 3 times. And then the play ends. And I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Don't walk up to me and showcase your fucking rings to me, and you didn't do anything.
Basketball anymore.
You don't even watch it anymore.
No, I said I didn't. No, you still watch basketball.
I watch it on occasion. This NBA free agency this year has made me not want to watch it ever again, though. I'm getting progressively more and more annoyed.
I think it was freaking crazy, the free agency, but looking at what happened is just... It's just the same shit. It's just super with the super teams, man. It just sucks.
But like, do you get the vibe that they do that in any other sport as badly? I mean, baseball's different. Baseball, they do that shit all the time. They've been doing it for years, and you're kind of just like used to it. In the NFL, they don't do that. I mean, you get good players in the NFL, but like, it's spread evenly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't go into the NFL and say, like, I can name to you the 4 squads. I don't even think you could
do that, though, because there's too much talent. Where there's not
too much talent. They're so spread, and everything will change. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, everybody thought last year that it was going to be the Chiefs or the Rams. Right. I mean, to be honest, when the Chiefs and the Rams played each other, they were like, these are the 2 squads. One of these is going to win the Super Bowl. Everybody always says, like, okay, well, yeah, the Patriots show up, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty of teams that like are in the conversation, if you will. But, like, dude, there's been plenty of years where, like, 8 teams go to the playoffs or whatever it is, and, like, 6 of them were different from the year before, dude. It happens all the time in the NFL. And, you know, you don't go out and buy your squads the same way you do in the NBA. But we gave our richest contract in Philadelphia 76ers history to a guy. No. Well, now Ben's getting it, but Tobias Harris has it right now. Because Ben hasn't officially signed. And Tobias Harris averages 16, 6, and 4.
I don't know what we...
That's a role player, bro.
I don't hate Tobias. I think he's decent.
I don't hate Tobias either, but you get the richest contract in Sixers history?
Yeah, no, not Tobias.
Come on, man.
Chris Middleton. You know who Chris Middleton is? It's not like he's a guy like Allen Iverson talent.
No. Do you know who Chris Middleton is? Plays for the Bucks? No. It's amazing that you don't know who he is. He has the highest contract in Bucks history. He's being paid more this upcoming year than Kevin Durant will be. Wow. And granted, Kevin Durant's injured, but... Nevertheless, Kevin Durant's getting Kevin Durant money. Chris Middleton is getting more money than Kevin Durant is in his whole contract.
Kevin Durant is arguably one of the best players in the league.
Exactly. And Chris Middleton, he spells his name with a K. That's how much you don't know him.
He's Chris with
a K. K-H-R-I-S. Chris Middleton.
Wrong.
See what I'm saying?
He shouldn't be getting paid that money.
And this shit started a couple of years ago. This started a couple of years ago with Mike Conley getting that massive Memphis Grizzlies contract. It's like a $200 million contract. And I'm like, bro, who the fuck are you?
Every sport, though. Because even with the fucking quarterbacks, like, they fucking place all these
giant fucking monstrosities. Matt Stafford
2 years ago.
Matt Stafford was the worst one, probably.
Who was it last year?
Matt Stafford had no business.
Dude,
Matt Stafford's not a top 10. Matt Stafford's not a top 10 quarterback.
No.
I could put 12 people ahead of Matt Stafford. They were arguing
off
the top of my head right now.
WIP and said that fucking... No, well, someone made this list. I forget what magazine or what website. It was CBS, I think. They put Carson... Wasn't even in their top 10. But
that's
Phillip Rivers was ahead of him.
Oh my god! Okay.
Like Phillip Rivers.
The only thing that Phillip Rivers is good at doing is having babies.
He's got like 8 or 9.
And actually, he's not good at it. He's just bad at pulling out. Yeah. That's all that is. All that is that he has no self-control.
That's why we are still here on the fucking earth, because everyone's just really bad at pulling out.
That's all it is. Phillip Rivers is going to single-handedly knock us into an extinction rate because he don't know how to stop having fucking children. How do you put...
Who else was it? I forget.
I'm sure Russell Wilson was ahead of him, who has no business being ahead of him. I'm sure that Roethlisberger was ahead of him, who has no...
Roethlisberger was.
Roethlisberger you can kind of make a case for because he's been doing it forever, blasey, and he always puts up numbers.
Andrew Luck was on that.
Fucking come on, man. Andrew Luck. Everybody's so hard on Andrew Luck's dick. It bothers the fuck out of me. Now, that's another case of Andrew Luck is legitimately a nice guy.
He's going to be dope.
And I don't think Andrew Luck is going to be bad. I think he's going to be a great quarterback.
Fucking year
but
last year,
to put all these names in front of Wentz and act like it's not a big deal to me is fucking obnoxious.
I think it's just because he doesn't have the stats yet.
Carson Wentz is a top 5. Carson Wentz is a top 5 quarterback any given day of the week. When he is
5 to
playing
10.
at his level, he is a top 5.
But you have to also.
He was in MVP
take
conversation,
into
bro.
accountability for him, but he didn't because he couldn't stay healthy.
Fucking injury bullshit. I can't stand that.
Are you? But I get you don't want that to go against his rating as a quarterback.
And I don't want it to be the whole conversation. And that's
But
what everybody
what if
wants
he
it to be,
can't
bro.
stay healthy every year? Do you want to keep him? You just want to keep a fucking quarterback that's
No,
gonna.
but I'm not. You
play
seem to
half
me
the
like
year.
you are okay with it. Like if we go out there this year and Wentz falls and hurts his knee, that you're just gonna be like, all right, I'm done with this. Like he can't stay healthy.
Yes.
And I'm not, bro. It's so hard to come back from these injuries. It's so difficult. So to
then
turn
you're
away a
not
guy
ever
who
gonna
has
be
the
that
talent.
player, though. You're never
But
gonna
bro,
come
it's
back.
not like he's Greg fucking Oden, where it was like he had a good college career, came in and we're like, oh, this Oafy bitch can't play the game. Carson can play the fucking game and play it at an elite level and is very good. Like, yeah, it might suck that he has these injuries and shit like that, but like
he can play at the elite level that he had the
I
potential.
don't want to turn to you and say like, listen, I understand my quarterback has turned into Bo Jackson. It's like Bo Jackson could have easily been the greatest player to ever play the history of the game, and he just happened to fall wrong and fuck his leg up, and that was the end of it. And that's like one of the worst tragedies.
Anything on Carson? Not wishing.
But you're
that.
perfectly okay with writing him off if he fits.
But if he keeps getting injured, then yeah, man. I don't.
Man.
I mean, I get it. That's part of the game. But like, fucking Tom Brady staying healthy.
Oh fuck Tom Brady, man! Don't say his name around me.
That was just the first guy.
You know it. You know it upsets me.
But like Russell Wilson plays fucking every game of the year. There's plenty of quarterbacks that stay healthy through the fucking duration of the year. And that's what I want from him.
You should be thankful. He was diving for a touchdown.
I want him to be healthy.
And then he threw a touchdown with no MCL or ACL. He didn't have either of them. I don't even know if that's a real stat.
I don't think that's a real stat.
But his leg was wobbling. Do you remember the video where his leg's like all jangity and shit?
No, he played a snap after he got hit.
He threw a touchdown pass after or a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
He completed the 2-point conversion. It might have been a touchdown pass.
I don't know.
It was a touchdown pass because the play ended with him not crossing the pylon or whatever it was. Like he didn't
get
the
in the end zone for that.
He didn't get into the end zone, but then he threw the touchdown pass to Alshon. I remember because I specifically remember that someone said they're like, just so you know, Wentz threw a touchdown pass on one fucking leg, and Dak still sucks or something something along those lines. Because I still think that Dak is the biggest mistake that Dallas has made in a very long time.
He's been comparable.
No, he's not.
Decent.
I don't like
think
Dak.
I don't like him either. I don't like anybody on Dallas.
Everybody on Dallas can get fucked.
But
yeah. Everybody pumps him up like he's bigger than he's supposed to be.
Dak?
Yeah. And he's not that guy.
That's because when him and Carson were rookies, he had a good rookie year.
He had a good rookie year, but he also had Zeke Elliott with him his rookie year.
Right.
And Zeke Elliott was coming in the league with no one knowing what he can do.
But they did beat us twice last year.
If you're gonna keep saying rude things,
you have to take into consideration the reality.
You're gonna keep saying rude things, I'm gonna leave. You're gonna keep saying ignorant things, I'm gonna leave. I fucking hate Zeke Elliott, man. He walking around dressed like that dude from The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
Fucking pisses me off, man.
I don't want to see your belly shirt, man. All right,
just
wear a regular jersey. Please.
Put your fucking jersey on. Get in the fucking game and get fucking around. And he just got this discipline thing that happened. Apparently, he's not being disciplined at all.
Stop getting like assault charges on you or whatever.
Grow up,
dude.
Fucking 12-year-old.
I don't even know how old he is. He's probably like 22, 23. How old is he?
I don't even know, man. But Saquon has turned Zeke into like such a faker to me.
That's because Saquon is such a great fucking dude and
such another level. A totally different echelon of player, man. It's unbelievable. It's insane how jacked he is.
Yeah. How
freakishly great health he's in. Like I want him to be a Hall of Famer, dude. I really do.
He will.
He'll never win a Super Bowl though. That's unfortunate.
That's probably true if he stays with the Giants. And
if he doesn't get the fuck out of that Giant contract,
I don't think he's going anywhere.
No, I don't think he's either, dude.
They're putting all their fucking
dude, they're
eggs
stupid
in a basket with him.
They're stupid if they don't, to be honest with you.
Well, I know.
I mean, I don't like the idea of trading OBJ away. I don't like the idea of trading OBJ away because I think that's like
I don't think OBJ wanted to be there, though.
I don't think OBJ wanted to be there either, but like I would have changed everything to keep OBJ and Saquon on the same team. Just get rid of everybody, bro.
not draft that fucking shithole of a quarterback that they drafted.
Which is such a stupid fucking move, dude.
In the first round.
And having Eli is the other big problem.
Like he wasn't gonna be there later
like
on.
it's just not gonna. Yeah, like
no one
gotta scoop this one up.
Yeah, no one was fucking looking at him.
Gotta move up and get this guy. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And he's gonna be exactly, if not maybe worse. He's just gonna be a worse Eli.
He's gonna be a worse version of your shitty situation. The shit situation that you're in right now. Would you like to upgrade to
because
worse?
half of the reason that they're
Fucking
bad,
trash.
besides their coaching, is just Eli.
Eli's
Because
a
he
garbage
sucks.
can. Eli's a garbage can.
I don't give a fuck about his ring.
I don't care.
He'll never be his brother.
Eli didn't
He's
go out
trash.
and win those fucking games.
He didn't do shit.
That pass to Mario Manningham was a fucking fluke. He caught that shit over his shoulder.
Right.
Tyreek had to use his helmet. Like, you're
Right.
clearly not throwing very well then if everybody has to make these miraculously catches.
Right.
Bro, put it on the fucking numbers.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Yeah.
Jesus. That's the other reason why I like Wentz, man. That elusiveness to get out and all those plays that he makes. He always getting out.
That's what I'm
spinning out
worried
of
about.
shit.
But he hasn't done that since his rookie year.
He's not had a brace on.
I know. That's why I'm excited for this year.
He has not had a brace on.
I'm
He
excited.
doesn't need it anymore.
I'm excited for him to
King
fucking
Dick.
just ball out this
He's
year,
gonna
man.
fucking trash the league. We got D-Jax back.
Just be smart.
If
Don't
you want,
be fucking
if you want a
diving
little, you want to take a
forward
little
and
off the
shit.
top. Do you want to take a little off the top? Because that's what we got D-Jax for.
That's
take
what,
a little
that's
off
what,
the top. And you were excited about the Howard move. I wasn't, but you were. We got Howard now, Jordan Howard.
Oh, Jordan Howard. I was excited about that.
I'm not super pumped about it, but I hope he crushes it.
I'm not super pumped, but I think
I want to use him properly.
I think he'll be a good back though.
I hope that Doug uses him up and down.
He's not north to south. He's not gonna be a fucking.
If we start that swing round bullshit, I'm gonna fucking
He's
freak
not
out.
gonna be fucking Darren.
The first time I see him
Sproles.
take a toss, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna throw something at a television. Fucking please do one
Sproles
fucking
playing
toss.
next year?
Please do one fucking toss.
Just
By the way, we have to go to a game this year.
Run the fuck straight,
Run fucking straight.
dude.
We have to go to a game this year. Jake and I were just talking about this the other day.
No,
We're gonna
yeah.
get some ticks.
For
Megan
sure.
wants to go.
We didn't. I
He's
went to
gonna
one
go.
last year. You didn't? Did you go to one last year?
I did not go to one last year.
I went to the Giant. To
But
the
Jake actually
Redskins.
even mentioned your name. He was like, "We're gonna go to a game." He's like, "Make sure you talk to Christian. We want to get a whole
Fuck
squad
yeah.
of people going because we've got to go to a game. It'll be a fucking blast. Watch us win it all."
I gotta get another jersey.
You want to get a D-Jax jersey?
Nah, I have a DJ. I have an old DJX jersey.
Then you don't need a jersey. That's your
Did
jersey
he
right
take?
there.
Did he get his number back?
I think he got his 10 back. I'm
From,
pretty sure. I'm almost positive. From Mac Hollins.
Is he? Dude, I'm
Kick your ass
super
somewhere.
excited for Mac. Is he still on the team?
I honestly don't know if he's even on the squad anymore, to be honest with you, dude. I really don't.
I'm really upset that he didn't play one game last year. Do you know? No, but for real
He's
though,
one of those guys.
his
He's
rookie
another one.
year,
He's another one of those guys that you want to do really well.
he did
I
great.
don't know
his
how
rookie
well it's
year,
gonna work
though.
out, bro.
What? I don't know.
I would like it. Don't get me wrong. I would
I'm
like
not
it.
saying he showed like anything crazy, but like he showed that he had some talent.
It would make me happy if he was good. I don't think it will happen. I would love to be proven wrong in this situation.
Well, we'll see if he's gonna be
I would love to
even
be
in the depth chart.
And you're gonna do some real. You're gonna do some real fantasy football this
Oh,
year,
yeah.
right? We're not gonna do some
I've
stupid
already
shit
talked
where
about
you
that. Yeah, with
where you-
other friends.
with
I
other
might-
friends. You can't
I
hang out
already
with me.
know that you were gonna be involved, but the people that I knew that weren't gonna
Alright.
be.
You're not gonna do
just
one of
making
those
sure.
stupid ass leagues where you didn't pay any money and then.
That was last year was my first year
By the
being
way,
in
did
fantasy.
Did I tell you that I did that? I did the same exact thing. I was in a league that I didn't pay for. Well, none of us paid. None of us paid the dues, so it was a free league, and I ended up winning the whole thing by accident.
Did you?
I didn't even know I did until like
I got like third place or something.
I didn't realize I did until like week 4, like 4 weeks after it was all over. They were like, "By the way, you know you won," and I logged back into the app and realized I won.
But it didn't matter.
It didn't matter, but it was just funny that I'm technically a champion.
That's awesome.
I have a Pat McCall ring right now. I have a Jeremy Lin fantasy football ring.
I'm super
right
hype.
now.
I think I'm gonna be trash because the league that I was in was ridiculous and no one played.
You need to be in a league where people actually participate and actively
And
do
don't
shit.
trade away great players
And
for
don't
shitty
just do
ones.
nonsense and just be fucking idiots. Half the time you would tell me about these
Let's
trades people are
fucking
making,
trade
and
Alvin
can you
Kamara and
Jesus Christ.
who did I trade?
Alvin Kamara should not have moved from anybody's leaderboard, period, ever. Point,
Yeah.
end of story.
I traded
comma.
Alvin Kamara
Comma,
and,
period, semicolon, done.
and
Don't move
a
him.
great wide receiver for like
That was the other big problem that
I
a
don't
lot of
even
people
know.
had in my real league. The biggest problem that we had was we all got fucking super trade happy, and we were trading every week.
But that's what makes it
Like
fun.
there was at one point, I know it's so hard not to, but there was
because
at one
you're trying
point
to
where
just
I had,
package shit. And
dude,
you're
there
like,
was
here,
one point
I'll
where
give
I
you
had,
this for
I
this
had,
guy.
I'm almost positive. I have to double check this to make sure this is a real stat. I have a statistician at home who's gonna listen to this.
Statistician.
I'm telling you right now, I have a statistician who I work very
name's
closely
Brock.
with. His name's Dwight, and he's gonna text me as he hears this because he's gonna look it up for me and he's gonna
Right.
text me. So I'll know when he actually listens to this part of this podcast
Right.
because he's gonna text me and be like, "By the way, you were wrong," or "By the way, you were right." I had Todd. I know I had Todd Gurley at one point. I know I had Christian McCaffrey. I'm almost positive I had them both on my squad at
I'm
the
upset
same
because
time.
when I
and I finished the year without either of them.
You're an asshole.
I traded them both away.
You're an asshole.
And like the idea that I had both of them
I traded
and didn't win
Kamara
anything.
to someone
It's
who
craziness.
had Todd Gurley on their team.
You also weren't in a PPR league, which is stupid.
Yeah.
PPR leagues are the only way to go.
Okay.
You have to do those.
I didn't
because
make it, but I
points
wanted
should-
to even start. Like if no one was gonna, I wanted.
But I'm
to do
telling
my
you,
own fucking
I'm
fantasy.
telling you, I'm gonna say this to you 50 times before we start this league. Running backs, bro.
Dude,
running
fuck
backs.
yeah.
Running backs.
And
Fuck wide
quarterbacks.
receivers. Running backs, bro. No, not even quarterbacks.
But those are the top two. I think.
running
that
backs,
getting the most
running.
points.
Like I'm telling you, when I draft next year, I will.
Like Baker. Like no.
My first seven draft choices in next year's draft
running backs.
are going to be running backs in a row.
Don't you only get a certain number?
I don't give a fuck. I mean, unless they cap it at 6, in which case I would choose 6, because you can get wide receivers. Wide receivers will have a shitty game, and they're like, fucking who was that guy from
Yeah,
the
they'll
Bucks?
just be like,
Mike
stop
Evans.
passing and-
Everybody kept getting rid of Mike Evans, and I'm like,
That's
he's
who it
Mike
was.
Evans.
I got rid of Mike Evans and Alvin Kamara.
So ridiculous. But like wide receivers will have a shit game, or I traded away AB. I got sick of his bullshit. And I was like, I'm not. And I started the year with AB and Juju. And I said to myself, like, after I got done doing the whole draft, I was like, I have AB and Juju. I can't have both of these guys. One of these guys is going to have to be traded. So I traded away Juju, and Juju killed it all year.
Right.
And everybody was like, why would you get rid of Juju? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't. But, like, in my brain, I was like, I can't have them both. But I went heavy on wide receivers like a moron. Running backs, bro.
Yeah,
Get the
I don't
right
know
running
why
back
they
and
would go-
ride his fucking coattails. The only downside is that
And
I
never
want to
pick
go
up a
for
tight end.
Saquon so bad, but I refuse. I don't care. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing him the week he plays us. The week he plays the Eagles, he will sit on my bench. I'm not doing it. I'm not getting 40 fucking points out of Saquon.
You don't want to win that week if it's against
My
us.
my green blood that flows through my eagle blood that goes through my veins is more important to me than the $100 I'm going to win in fantasy.
That's awesome.
It's just the way it is, dude. It's the way the
is.
world is. Your cat's going to knock over the microphone. I have a bad feeling about it.
I don't like you. Can you please back away?
Oh, look at your cat being cute, trying to be nice, and you're being a dickhead.
It's cool. She can be nice over somewhere else.
Well, we've done an hour, my friend. We've done more than an hour.
It's awesome, man.
So we're gonna wrap this. Are you happy with this podcast? You were not happy with our last one.
I was happy.
You were not happy with the last one.
I was happy. I just didn't want to talk about the same shit that we always talk about when it's like
Just us two chilling.
new fucking people around us.
Okay.
It's always the same
Fucking stupid ass
things.
stories.
Yeah, the
Same
stories.
dumb stories that we tell all the time. Those stories are hilarious, and they're a part of our future. Because it's our past.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I like
get
it.
sentimental on you.
I like
They're
it.
a part of the future.
Is that it, man? You
because
don't have any other...
They were
you
part of
know?
the. They were part of the past because they are part of the future. I don't even know what I'm saying
I
at this
have
point.
no idea what you're saying. Just whispering sweet nothings into your
I'm whispering sweet
gold
nothings
ass
across
microphone.
everybody. You like my gold microphone, by the way?
It's ballin'.
I had to put this on. I'm gonna take it off right now. I don't think it'll change much to have it on or off. Does it make me look more like a G to have
Yeah.
it all golded out?
You need a pair of
I
like
feel like I'm gonna have more
gold
feedback.
headphones or something.
I'm gonna feel like I should get some gold headphones, bro.
Facts.
Just walk around being fucking sick, being a fucking G,
Fucking vibes.
just vibing. You like it. You act like you don't like that I gave you this new name,
I
and
fuck
your
with
your
the
next
vibes.
album is gonna
I'm
be
the
titled
curator
Vibes.
of the vibes.
Ooh, I like that. That's a big mood. You know what? I heard the big, where it's like big facts, big mood.
Yeah.
You're big mad.
You're big mad, bro.
I hated it the first
I
like
love
4
it.
times I heard it. I'm super into it now. I'm super into it. I don't think I say it properly yet, but there's this one dude in particular who I worked with at Applebee's that came at me and he was like, yo, talking to this chick, blah, blah, blah. She was big mad, bro. And I just started laughing and I was like,
I love saying to somebody when like that, I'm like, you're big mad.
You're big mad.
You're big
right
mad.
You're big
You're
mad.
fucking big mad.
But he said it to me and I was like, what? He's like, "Sure, she was big mad, bro. Like, I'm telling you." And he just kept acting like it was a totally normal thing to say. And I'm like, no, yeah, that's weird. I don't like that. Get that away from me.
Yeah.
But now
like
I'm super
facts,
about it.
Big mad.
But I don't hang out with anybody
everything, man.
I don't hang out with people who fucking say it.
It's because we don't hang out.
So I got to start working it into my vocabulary.
So everyone can be like, dude,
I'm big mad. If your cat ruins any of my equipment, you will refund
fucking
it.
take that from her.
Hey.
Fucking chew that shit up. Told you.
Fucking chill with that bullshit. Crazy ass cat. Crazy ass white boy.
Oh, and
Black
if anyone's
cat.
interested, I have a fucking black cat for sale. I mean, it's free.
Are you really gonna get rid of this
cat? You
cat?
can just take her. I don't want her.
You're really gonna? As soon as Olivia said she doesn't like cats,
cat
she's
person.
gone.
I didn't even get this cat. I didn't
Fucking Aaron.
want it.
I remember you telling me about it.
Yeah, it's cool.
I remember you telling me about it, and I was like, that sucks, man. You gotta come home and be around this
wasn't
heathen.
supposed to be responsible for it, and
Here we
that's
are.
what ended up happening.
And here we are. Do you even feed it?
Yeah, that's about it, though.
That's literally it. You just don't have the heart to kill it without feeding it. Just let it go.
I wouldn't do that. That's
No, you're not that much of a
That's animal
dickhead.
cruelty.
We don't need the SPCA and what's the other company?
I don't know what that is.
Fuck
But I
'em.
know what you're talking
Fuck
about.
'em.
We're not that educated.
Not that educated.
Who said we're not?
Neither
that
of us went to
educated?
college that much. Neither of us had that much college.
Not that much. We didn't go that much.
We didn't go that much.
We went.
We
But
went, but not that
much.
much. Between the two of us, we don't even have a degree.
Fact.
We don't even have enough years
That's
for a degree between the
terrible.
two of us. It's
Yeah,
not
it's not
terrible. I don't want to
fact,
be in that much in debt. I already am in debt.
That's true.
I don't need all that fucking debt.
Go to a fucking trade school.
Go to a fucking trade school like a grown adult. If you're listening to this and you're under the age of 21, don't go to college. It's a fucking scam. Go on YouTube and learn whatever it is that you enjoy. Learn how to do that on YouTube.
And do the deep.
Dude, YouTube was not as big of a deal when we were
DIY.
young. Like, you can learn how to fucking put an engine together on YouTube right now. Go do that.
You can.
You know how much
can do
YouTube
anything on
costs?
fucking
When was the last time you paid for YouTube?
Never.
Exactly.
You can pay for YouTube, but
Yeah, but they need to show with that. Have you gotten on YouTube lately? Every time you get on, they're like, please try it. Please. It's like, settle down.
please try our YouTube.
You guys are
Red.
worse than going to Philly. Every time you go somewhere in Philly, someone walks up to you like, well, my fucking ass fell out 3 yards back, and I need a McDonald's burger. Please give me 5 minutes, $5, please, something. And you're like, get away from me, bro. I had a guy come up to me one time in Philly who was a homeless
My
man.
ass fell out 5 miles back.
I had a guy come up to me one time, and he fucking argued with me for like 20 minutes about how he needs Prilosec so bad. And I turned to him, I was like, bro.
OTC.
I was like,
Do you
that's for
have any?
fucking heartburn, bro. Get away from me. Grow up.
I need the Prilosec to live, bro. What?
Get out of here with your nonsense, bro. I'm fucking playing games with these homeless people, man.
Try it. Just try the YouTube where you have to pay.
God damn.
No
man,
one is
just
paying
settle
for
down. I'm not
this.
paying for your YouTube, dude. YouTube Red, where you have please just do the free trial. Please do the free trial. It's like, just walk by and be like, no, dude, you sound like a needy fucking kid who's trying to get pussy for the first time. Stop begging her, dude.
Stop begging.
Do what we
her.
all did and put your years in.
And then beg after you put
And
your
then
years
beg
in.
after the years you've been putting in, dude. Do what everybody else did and fucking sit there with your heart on and not say a word and just hope for the best, like we all did. Put them hours in like we all did. I heard the other day that someone, it was this guy on Facebook, he posted this picture and it was like, my brother just got this in the mail talking about how he got a job interview tomorrow. Should I tell him? And it was the Cutco thing. You remember how like you got that in the mail where it was like, come to this event. We want you to interview for this job to sell these
And we
Cutco
want you
knives.
to fucking sell these knives. Yeah.
You remember? And everybody got that in the
My
mail and got
brother did
hyped.
that.
That's when everybody did it.
Did you do it?
Yes, of course I did it.
I
It's a
was
rite of
gonna do it
passage.
because they were like, it's like $15 an hour. And
Yeah,
it's like,
they talk it up
nah.
like it's the greatest job you
like a
could possibly
pyramid
get.
scheme
It's like a
thing.
fucking pyramid scheme, basically.
Yeah.
And it's funny because he said he was like, should I put him onto it or should I let him learn? And I commented back, I was like, you let him learn. We all fucking learn. You shitting me? Like, we got to start letting these
My
kids get their
brother
asses
did that.
whooped, bro. Like, no, they need to learn the way we learned. That's the only way anybody's going to learn.
What the fuck were those?
You need to get your
knives
ass whooped a
actually
couple of times
called?
before you start realizing that the shit that comes out of your mouth fucking matters. That's that's facts right there.
That is facts.
You need to get your ass beat a couple of times. Then all of a sudden you start watching things you say, or you go to the gym.
Yeah. Then
you decide, like, I'm going to say whatever I want because I'm going to go hit these weights. Then I can say whatever the fuck I want. The kids nowadays need to learn that shit. Just like these participation medals, gone. Yeah. I just talked about that on the last podcast.
I like that, yeah.
I was like, they should get rid of bronze.
Bro,
they should get rid of bronze, bro. Silver and gold. Gold because there's a winner. Silver because you know you lost. Silver is so that you know that you suck. Okay? Gold
means you really blow.
Gold means that you won, that you're the absolute best. Congratulations. Silver means you weren't good enough. Bronze? Fuck you.
Bronze is literally, it's like, this is the closest color we could get to, like,
I'm
poop.
not
Brown
I promise you, I can't stress this enough. If for any fucking reason I ever got to a level where I could be an Olympic style athlete and I won bronze, I would not let them put it around my neck. I'm not exaggerating. Like, you know when they do the medal ceremony and they go to put that on, I'd be like, thank you very much. I don't want that touching me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Keep your bronze.
I don't want people to know that this is my garbage ass performance. Thank you so much. Like, I know there's plenty of people who didn't medal. There's probably 12 dudes behind me who would love to have this medal. Go ahead and hand it out.
You can hand that to one of them.
You can hand it out. I'm not even stepping up onto the 3 spot. Later. I'm not stepping up onto the 3 spot. I'll stand next to Silver and I'll give him a little clap because I want him to know that I'm coming for his ass next year. I'm gonna whisper it in his ear. Be like, I want you to know I'm gonna be where you were and I'm gonna do better than you did, and I'm gonna beat number 1. All right, you understand me? Fucking bronze, man. Fuck bronze. I'm not doing it, dude. I'm so serious.
Yeah, I don't like the participation shit either. Like, my daughter, any of my kids, like, I'm like,
I promise you, the day that Olivia comes up to me and shows me her participation medal and says, Uncle Julian, aren't you proud of me? I'm going to turn like, absolutely not. You needed to win, and you didn't do that. You should go to your room. You're grounded.
Just got a trophy for playing the sport.
So did you watch the podcast that I told you to watch about Charlemagne?
No.
And Andrew Schultz? Okay, come on, man. First of all, get your shit together.
Dude, because I don't have, what's that shit called?
Stitcher.
Yeah.
It's a free app. You can download a free app.
I didn't want to do
But anyway, I'm going to download the free app before I leave, so you're going to have it.
Okay. I'll do it right now.
Thank you. But listen to what I'm saying while you're doing that, though. Yeah, Charlemagne said that he was talking to his daughter. The first time he realized how important of a message this was, he said to his daughter was like practicing for like the long jump. Like, it wasn't even an actual competition yet. It was the first time she ever went for the long jump. And she fucked it up and did like real bad. And Charlemagne looked at her and he's like, oh, that was fucking terrible. Like, that was a fucking trash attempt. Like, you did real bad. And she just started, like, bawling her eyes out. His mom...
That's okay, though.
His daughter's mom comes up, and she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You can't talk to her like that. And he looked, and he's like, what the fuck did I do wrong? My daughter did trash. All these other parents are coming up like, you did your best. You tried so hard. And he's like, nah, she's trash. I don't know what you're talking about. That was a shit attempt. And he realized...
I live my life this way.
He realized that his daughter looks at him and thinks, that's the most important person in my life. So him telling me that I suck is awful. It's the worst thing that could possibly happen. Now, I don't think that you should do it every day. Maybe don't tell Olivia that she's shit at everything every day.
No, I'm not saying that when I say I live my life like that, not with my daughter, but just the fact that people should be more open to criticism and take it
in stride.
Yeah.
And not just walk around like...
Not mope because someone said you did bad when clearly not... Probably I'm not the only one that thinks that you did bad. I'm just have the balls to say it to you. Yeah, or the respect to say it to you to...
Actually come out and say it.
And for you to... If you want to achieve this or that's your goal, you need to change it, do something different to accomplish that.
Yeah.
And people telling you that you did great is just going to lie to you. And
see, I feel like there's definitely a line where you need to be a caring, loving father, but at the same time you need to let your child know that they're trash.
All aspects of life, but
but in general, I mean, I get what you're saying in general, but I specifically look at it as like if Olivia came up to us and like say she shot the basketball at the hoop.
She's doing something that she wants to be good at, and I think she's doing a shitty job.
Tell her.
Yeah.
Like, if she walks up to you after coloring a picture and says, Daddy, doesn't this look pretty? Sure.
Now, but when she gets older,
it's adorable.
It
looks pretty.
Shit,
sure. But if she comes up to you and she shoots a hoop and misses the whole backboard and breaks a window, because she has a shit aim, and just comes back. She's like, "Daddy, I did my best." I turned him like, "Your best was garbage. Are you shitting me right now? First of all, you better go on YouTube, learn how to fix a window, and fix the window. Then go on YouTube, learn how to shoot a fucking bucket, girl. Steph Curry has a ton of videos online. Yeah. Fucking figure it out.
We'll go together.
I will show you how to do this.
And
you are garbage at it.
In your life.
And you'll always have your foot on the line. Swear to God. No, but you need to lose. Like Michael Jordan used to cheat playing checkers with his children. He wanted to win that badly.
That's fucked up.
That to me, bam, that's excessive. But teach your kids to fucking lose.
Teach your kids to lose.
Your kid needs to know how to lose, man, and lose well. Like you know how you lose. Like what happens when you lose?
Right.
You fucking get better now.
They also have to understand. Like it comes to an age
not
where
lose and
they
cry.
understand. My daughter's 3. She's not gonna understand shit. So if it's like a shit picture, I'm not gonna be like, "What the fuck is that?" Do better. She's 3.
I'm sorry, Olivia. You not know how to color in the fucking lines.
Why?
The fuck is wrong with this picture?
Why did you color all over yourself?
That's a duck. It shouldn't be blue. You're stupid.
Right. Exactly.
You know, ducks are blue, or ducks are blonde, or blue, or yellow, whatever the fuck they are. They're not blue. You're pissing me off so bad with your blue duck that I can't even fucking speak English. Fucking.
But no,
like, look, Daddy, it's a basketball. Like, why'd you paint it black then, dumbass? Like, don't.
They're black basketballs too.
No, it's not. Don't play that dumb shit. I want a Spalding
Not
orange. Write
official.
Spalding on the side of it, dumbass.
Right.
I get that. Don't be a total fucking psychopath.
There's time. There will be a time.
There's time and places.
But not when you're 3.
Not when you're 3. Maybe when you're 3, you let them ride.
And win things. And
win things, and you're good, and good job.
But when they're 4.
But when they're 3.5, you can miss me with your participation bullshit. Daddy, I really want to just try. No, you want to win. That's what you meant to say. You meant to say you want to win. It's okay. You mix words up. It happens.
That's funny.
Oh, that's terrible. All right. We're gonna wrap it. We're gonna wrap this.
Turn this air conditioner on.
Yeah,
so.
It is hot in your gorgeous apartment in the middle of NYC. This is a beautiful, amazing home that you're gonna show the world someday. All these beautiful women that you have over here, just having a good time in this beautiful, gorgeous apartment.
I'm glad that you love it.
I do love it. It's a great place, and we're gonna be back.
Until you have kids of your own. And we can see.
I don't want to have a kid because I'm terrified of what the Lord is gonna smite me with. My kid's just gonna like throw his shit at me.
You're a way better person than I am, and I think I lucked out.
You did good. You got lucky. If I can get half of what you have, I'd be happy.
What does that
My
mean?
kid's gonna just hate me.
Nah.
Gonna come out and just be like, "Dad, you're a dick." I'm like, "You're 3 days old. How'd you learn that?" The hell is
He's
that
gonna
with
be
you?
like fucking flipping.
My kid's gonna immediately give me the finger.
Instantly come out and be like,
and I'm gonna have like 4 girls.
Flip.
I'm gonna have like 4 girls, and I'm gonna be begging for a boy.
That's terrifying.
And it's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
That's terrifying. If I have another child and it's a girl, I'm probably not gonna have any more kids.
You're just gonna be done.
Yeah.
You'll be like, "Fuck."
I really want a boy too.
Lad will die with me.
And I really want a boy. Well, there'll be other
I want
parts.
that to happen. Not that part. I mean, I want to have my own kid, have my legacy carried on. I don't mean that I want you to have girls for the rest of your life.
I want Lad to end with you.
Yeah, I want Lad to end with you.
Hey,
I meant that I want my name to be carried on. That's why I want a boy. I know for a fact.
I want a boy just because.
I'm telling you now, I'm going to have twin girls. And I'm going to be like, fuck. Megan told me that. She's like, twins run in my family. And I'm like, fucking
twins
great.
run in my family too.
I picked the wrong woman. Great. Thanks a lot. That's what that means. I'm just kidding. I love you, babe. I love you so much. But I'm not happy about the fact that we're going to have twin girls.
I don't think
it's upsetting.
I want a little boy because little boys, they can be boys. You can be a dick.
Not
to
everything's
your son.
pink. Not everything's pink. You can be an asshole. Treat your boy the way you treat your cat.
Just beat it.
Like, I hope you jump out the window, you stupid asshole. You can beat it. Is that what you said? You can beat it. You're dumb. You're dumb, son. No, see, when your son is 3, it's no holds barred, man. Like, I come up to you like, "Daddy, I'm gonna fight." Be like, "I'm gonna kick your ass."
I just want a son, just because that's your son, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Being a guy,
I'm sure having a daughter is extremely special.
Oh, that takes nothing away from.
Yeah.
I didn't know that having a daughter would feel as great as it does.
I'm terrified.
She is my entire heart.
I'm gonna cry. Now I'm gonna cry.
I'm just saying. Your daughter will be your heart.
That's rough. And I'm going to hate my son. Like,
You
you're such
are
a
gonna hate
little
your
dickhead,
son.
man. You're such a little asshole.
That's probably why it's a little fun for a guy to have it. Be like, I'm gonna hate that motherfucker.
I don't fucking
I'm
hate
gonna
that
love
son
him.
of a
And I'm
bitch.
trying.
People are gonna walk up and be like, "Yeah, you got a nice boy, huh? Your boy's like the spitting image of you." Like, I wasn't that much of a dickhead. That little boy is so much more of a dickhead than I was. Like, that's how you're gonna act with your own son. A girl is like, "Oh, you're so sweet. She's such a girl. She's so sweet. She's the best. She's my heart." And your son walks in. It's like, "The fuck are you doing awake? Go back to bed."
Get your ass in your room.
It's like, it's 11:30 in the morning. I want to hang out with you, Dad. Go to bed.
Why? Why do you interact with your non-existent son like that?
I'm just kidding, man. My son's gonna be awesome. My son's gonna kick your ass someday.
Probably.
Wouldn't be hard until you get your ass into the gym and start eating.
Help me! I need a fucking personal chef, or
a woman, chef, or a woman to pick up some of the slack around here. Some of this nonsense. All right, this is the third time that we're saying we're gonna cut this podcast off. We're gonna actually cut it off now. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the nonsense that Christian and I just spit at you for the last hour and a half. Yeah, check it out. We're all over the world, man. We're global. We're global now.
The vibes.
The vibes
are fucking global.
The vibe. I like your name. Yeah. It's starting to grow on you. I can tell it grows on you.
Vibe has been a word that I've liked ever since I kind of found out that it was a thing.
Lux and Vibe, man.
Vibe is my word, my name.
Vibe is your name.
Word.
All right, you guys get out there and chase your fucking dreams, man. And I hope that you all have twin girls and that they are just terrible to you. And that they paint your face and paint your toenails every day. That's what I hope for my entire audience. That's just awesome. Chaos. Total and utter chaos every day of the week. So you guys get out there and enjoy your lives, all right? Go Birds. Go Birds is the perfect way to end everything.